frost-backed mountains sits Orzammar, largest and proudest of the two remaining dwarven cities. Once the seat of an underground empire, Orzammar now stands alone, cut off by the darkspan, still clinging to the memory of its former glory. Below the vast statues and gilded halls where families play at politics, the lower castes live in their shadows, scurrying to serve like their ancestors before them. Below that is you. You are casteless, the dirty secret staining Orzammar's perfect society, forced, along with your sister, to sell your services to the crime lord Barat. To the rest of all, you are proof that the cat deserved their fate. So you do what you have to, same as everyone, just to survive.
I can't keep gambling on you forever, Precious. You got a sweet look, something to light a man on fire. But you gotta make it count.
Please, Barat. I don't want to do this in front of my sister.
Why not? She knows the slope of the land, don't you, girl? Listen to the kid. She knows the deal you made. She keeps her head down in whatever jobs I don't want my fists with. In return, I put out coins so you can haul yourself up a belly full of some nobleman's brat. Then you both go free. And I get to join the family and be called Malor for the rest of the little prince's life. Checking on my investments, and right now, they don't bear much gold. I'm giving you another week, Precious. If you haven't found a patron, you're back to sweeping streets.
But I have. I've met someone. That is, I didn't want to promise, but he seemed interested.
Your buddy Lee's waiting outside. He knows what I'll need from you today. Don't even think about bungling this job. Your whole family's on loose hand with me right now. And I know you don't have anywhere else to turn.
I'm sorry you had to see that. You know how desperate the nobles are for more children? They can barely field enough soldiers to hold the walls against the dark. If I could... them a son, else would celebrate. And we'd all be raised double-cast to join the family. It's what Barat's betting on. That's why he paid for my clothes, my voice lessons. He wants to share the reward. Yes. That is, I hope. He certainly seems charming. He treats me like a real lady, not just someone to tumble and forget. I don't want to say, in case I'm wrong. It just seems too mad to think of one of the most important men in Orzammar with someone like me. Anyway, time is resting and I need to get dressed. These fashions will be the death of me. Buttons on each sleeve. And Lesky's probably already outside waiting for you. Stay out of trouble. I'll see you tonight.
Dad, why are you bothering me? Mika? Don't you talk to me like I'm an idiot. You think I don't know my own kid? What are you doing here? Rika said you were finding something useful of yourself. What? You thought you'd get a seat on the assembly? You're good for. Get you in the smoke. Father was like that too. Aye. Left me with 2 screaming mouths to feed, not a coin on the table. Had to join the clean crew for the smoke vents. Spent 10 years in those chimneys, soot a finger thick all over my body. All for you. So, you gonna show some sort and grat, or do I have to beat it out of you? You tell me. Just what do I got that's worth living for? I know you both hate me. I know what I done to you. But it was for your own. The world's a cruel place. You had to learn that. You think you'd be where you are now if I'd let you from a few slaps? Everything you are, I made you. I tried my best. They treat us like dust, tell us we're cursed. How else are we supposed to live? We got nothing. There's no way out for any of us. You can try, but you'll never get it off you. Dust Town, it sticks to the skin. You don't bleed red enough for them, and nothing changed that. All you can do is find some way to get.
About sodding time. I was starting to think I'd have to bust in an eyeful of that spicy sister of yours. Growl. You're just jealous because you want the majesty of Lesky for yourself, you shameless hussy. What do you say? And people wonder where that grumpy old dwarf image comes from. But fine. Boss says we're out for a search and discipline. One of his smugglers is holding out on him. It's Gaius, some surfacer. Got word that he's been selling shipments topside or make it to Barat's ears down here. He wants us to find the rotter and see what goods he's holding. You know, gold, lyrium, spices. Anything that Barat might cut someone's head off to get. Poke to my ears, Selraka.
I don't know who you are. This is the end.
I saw Prince
Vermin.
Spare silver. Like what he said. The dog.
It's been a long time since I last...
I'm going to call the gods.
This place is going to the... Go back to your dirt piles.
I assume this pile of worthless junk belongs to you? You realize it's in the way
Much
and
to
that...
do and little enough time to do it.
I shall have it thrown out.
Turn around, Brand. No castless on the grounds.
I think what my friend meant to say is we were just leaving. What were you thinking? No castless are allowed at the Proving. Barat won't want to see us without proof that surfacer's dead.
ancestors were smiling on my face.
Hey, I was saving that seat.
That's real thoughtful, Oscius. It's tiring work looking for you.
How do you know my name? Look, I always been loyal to Barat. He's been good to my family. I know how much I owe him. I haven't. I wouldn't. I'm getting out of here. You two are mad. Barat knows I'd never betray him. I'll tell him myself.
You're not going anywhere. Could everyone who isn't about to turn around for a moment? This may be isn't. Thank you.
You can't do this. Help! Call the guardsmen! This is murder!
You two let me know if you need anything. I'll be in the back.
It's just a bunch of rocks. You're gonna kill me? Then let me go. Tell Barat you killed me. I can run to the surface. He's never gotta hear of me again. I'll give you the lyrium. Do whatever you want with it. Give it to Barat. Sell it yourself. I don't care. I'll get out of the business. Open a dry goods shop. He'll never know I'm still alive. Please. What would you want if it was you? He won't. I swear. You'll never see me in Orzammar again. Thank you. You're as kind as you're. May the ancestors bless your steps.
You say the warrior cast is hosting a group so the Grey Wardens can look for candidates.
Didn't know that. I'd in here.
Was that smart? If Barat finds out Oscius ran, he'll kill you. He'll kill me. He'll make you kill yourself. Then he'll probably stew us and serve us to the poor. You should bring Barat delirium as proof of what Oscius was doing.
The king is old. His rule won't hold much longer.
Prince Balin seems far more sympathetic to our interests than Trian.
Balin has some tastes of his own that he knows provide. We'll finish this later. It's about time you two showed up. What happened with Oscius? One Laget. You want me to leave? That's all he got off with?
He said he kept most of it topside. That was all he had on him.
Very interesting. Seeing how my cousin was at the tapsters this afternoon. And he says he saw something change hands between you and Oscius. And then the Tersodding stood up and walked out on his own 2 feet. Does that sound like what I asked? Jarvia, what does that sound like to you?
Sounds like some jumped-up ace brands thought they could take a bribe and walk free. That's just not right.
The lady says it's not right. You wouldn't disagree with a lady, would you?
Right. I mean, no one's gonna say you, Barat. But we can't move that free. We needed to get Oscius somewhere private. We took him to the lava sinks behind the mines. You won't be seeing him again.
You think I'll trust you over my own blood? This one's been thinking to defy me since the day we met. Thinks she's got some big britches to fill, but check to see she doesn't have anything to put in them. You're both on loose sand with me, but I'll give you one more chance. One job. The Warrior Cast is hosting a proving today. All the best fighters, last man standing, you know the sort of thing. They're showing off for some Grey Warden who's looking for candidates to drag off to a eternal glory. Now, it's not often we get every named fighter in Orzammar lined up like that. And I have certain acquaintances who take an interest in this sort of thing. There's a lot of coin to be made when people get the fever up. Favorite fighter's an officer named Minar, veteran of 4 darkspan camps. Havaird's a long shot, just got back from a deep roads offensive. Some young buck who has all the ladies drooling. I've got a lot of money riding on him. Mine and other people's. I expect to see that 8-to-1 pay off. Stand. The fight only gets announced to contestants themselves to prevent illegal gambling. So first, you'll have to find Havaired, see who he's fighting, and when the name Minar comes up, I want you to lift this drug into the bastard's water. It'll slow his reflexes, just enough to take the edge off, not enough to show. But it wears off quickly, so don't use it until just before his fight. You bet you will. Here's your pass to get on the grounds. The proving starts as soon as the clock strikes. And when I say I have coin on this, I'm not talking about some pittance, like the value of your life. If I don't see Havaird's name on the winner's sheet, you'd better make sure I never see you or your sister ever again. If you've got any questions, ask Jarv.
You again. I said you weren't allowed on the proving grounds, Bran. Looks legitimate. Go on, then. But stay to the trenches. Grey Ward's some eyesore getting between the fighters.
Embrace. One of them.
Stone and blessings on your house. That was the proper greeting for an outsider last time I visited Orzammar. Has it changed, or is there a reason you're looking at me so strangely? We do the same in my part of Ferelden. Hello, then. My name is Duncan. I am of the Grey Wardens, but I suspect you already know that. Pleased to meet you. The Wardens are always looking for those who have the courage to spend their lives in battle against the darkspan. It's rare we find those with both the skill and the best Warden, ruthless to their enemies, compassionate to their friends, and inspiring to their troops. It's a lot to look for, but I hope to find it here. And I hope you also may find what you are looking for.
Disgusting. Get away from me.
My brother is fighting.
Did you see that?
Don't look at the pictures, Brand. It's bad luck.
Sweetheart,
Sod it, he's stone drunk. He could draw a dead man for his bout and still lose. Barat's gonna kill us if we slip up here. He's already jumpy enough after that stunt with Oscius. Hey, I just had an idea.
So, you've been rubbing my nose at how you're the meanest thing with a blade, right? Evaird's armor is over there, and you're about the same size.
You've got a heart of steel, Soraka. Get in the armor.
Bout 3 is next. Officer Minar versus the warrior Evair. Fighters, report to the ring.
No more time. Make sure you have everything and go tell the Proving Guard you're ready to fight. And don't forget to keep your helmet down. Where are you going? We can't leave now, but will kill us!
Stone met Evaird. I believe it for your bout. May fortune favor your fight, Evaird. Are you ready? As you say.
This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar, for our honored guests, the Gredin. The warrior Evair, son of Galton, will fight Officer Minar, survivor of the battle at Kar Ellerin.
You honor me, sire. May the star show the boldest heart through the strongest arm.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Shall be done. It is begun.
Zenyatta.
The winner is Ethan! A truly memorable fight. The young cadet vanquished a wily veteran. See to his injuries. The warrior Everd, son of Galton, will fight last year's Journeyman Division champion, Adalho, proven in blade before the stone.
You honor me with this fight. May we both win glory in the eyes of our lords.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Very well. No! Best be wary.
The winner is Ethan! The ancestors have withdrawn their blessings and embraced a new champion on their field. The warrior Everd, son of Galton, will fight Lenka, silent sister in training. She has made her vows, but not completed her blooding. Will she be accepted into the legendary order? That will depend on her performance. First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
As you say. Let's fight, but let's do it quickly.
The winner is Ethan! Lenka went to the stone without a sound, as befits her vows, but it's hard to see the blood that was spilled. Everd will advance to the final bout to determine the true champion of the ring against...
What? I'm out already? Ah! That's my armor!
Who are you? How dare you disrupt this sacred...
Wait, I know that man. That's Everd. Then what imposter did I fight?
Remove it, warrior, and let all who watch you see your face. You insult the very nature of this proving! Guards, take this filth away!
Hold your man, I pray you. This warrior has defeated the best you have to offer. Is that not what this proving is for?
We are honored by your presence, Warden, but this proving is not solely for you. There are laws which have governed this arena for 1,000 years. This woman is no warrior. She is casteless, rejected by the ancestors. Her footsteps pollute the stone. She has no place here.
Except as your champion.
Are you awake yet? Psst. Can you hear me? How hard did they sodding hit you anyway? Did you have to put up such a fight? Shh. Keep your voice down. I'm in the next cell over. After they locked us in the Proving Master's booth for a while, a whole squad of guards transferred us here. You think I didn't look for a way out? Rika's not the only one in danger here. They could kill us. But these cells are built straight into the wall, and they confiscated all my lockpicks. What's it look like on your side? You see any way out?
Good, you're awake. Barat will be glad to hear that. You caused a lot of trouble today. Barat lost 100 sovereigns for Lord Volney. The entire proving was declared invalid, and the Assembly already called for an investigation. You can't imagine the state Barat was in when he told me to get you. All he needs to know is that you exposed him before the entire warrior caste. Now they're asking questions, and as long as you have tongues to answer them, you're a threat. Enjoy your last night together. Sorry we had to put you in separate cells, lest you have a last tumble. Barat will be by soon to make sure you maintain your silence.
Leave off with your noise. You give it a headache. Where? See nothing wrong. She. Hey, what the?
Finished. It is over.
If we want to get away with this, we can't leave one man alive to tell Barat what we've done.
As you say. shall be done. As you say. I shall do it. If we must fight, let us do it quickly. Very well. It shall be done.
I'm cutting the whore free. If that freak of a sister of hers can't stay in her place, I don't need precious Rika either.
Rika? That the one you got all done up in lace? I've been wanting to get my hands on that.
I know what you mean.
She's yours if you want her, boys. And let me tell you, it tastes as good as it looks. What in sod all is that doing out of its cage? Come on, boys. The little whore needs to learn her place.
4 enemies ahead. It is begun. I shall do it. It shall be done. No quarter shall be given. In my honor.
Come and get it! Did you see him there all when we're done with you? And you just charged in and sodding slaughtered him! You have to be the luckiest duster in Orzammar. Barat's dead. We're standing here! Hail to the sodding king! Whoa. Don't push it, Salraka. Barat kept his place by making sure it was always dusters like us who took the fall. Right now, half of Orzammar knows who you are. We've got to lay low for a while. Fortunately, if Barat's got them trained like he says, it should be a good long time before any guardsmen turn up here.
There they are! Seize the fugitives! Drop your weapons and walk down slowly. We will use force if you resist. You do not speak until the Shapers have judged you.
One moment, my friend. Did you not suggest this Barat might have arranged their convenient escape?
Regardless, the penalty for imitating a higher caste is death.
If Barat is as influential as you say, perhaps he also masterminded this Everd's impersonation.
Do not take that tone with a Grey Warden.
And maybe you should stop singing your own praises long enough to hear what's going on. Barat's dead, so I think you and your guardsmen owe us attitude.
He's dead? Barat had many enemies, but also powerful allies.
Barat would have butchered us if she hadn't killed him first.
Your friend has once again demonstrated her courage. We Grey Wardens travel far and wide in search of those with the potential to join our ranks. It seems I have found one. Let me make my offer formal. I, Duncan of the Grey Wardens, extend the invitation for you to join our order.
This woman is wanted for treason. You can't do this.
I can, and I am. It would mean traveling to the surface lands and thus leaving your people, but it does offer you the chance to strike a blow against the darkspan and the blight. Then before these witnesses, I hereby recruit you into the Grey Wardens. Know that you are most welcome.
This is highly irregular. The Woolies will be most upset.
Look at you, you duster. A warden. And to think I knew you when you were stealing bread.
Before we brave the deep roads, I would like to make you a gift of this mace, since you have so few possessions of your own. It was once wielded by the Warden Forel Idukan. I believe he was related to your king. I know you will continue his proud example. Goodbye, my friends, and thank you for your hospitality. We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. Vinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment.
A royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll side in battle after all. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name? Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I felt glad to help them. It's good to see one of the honorable stout folk outside Orzammar. I've always wanted to learn more. Perhaps you could enlighten me sometime. I meant after we defeat the Blight, of course. I doubt Loghain will rest until then. I've been to Orzammar. King Endrin invited my father to a grand proving long ago. How does Endrin fare these days? Good. I hope to work with him as well as my father did. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Logate's eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different. I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god, but I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the darkspawn here. Despite the victory so far, the darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling. Yes, we should proceed with the ritual. Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You'll get the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.